This year I decided to review 4 horror movies which are based around Valentine's Day. It's a classic Canadian slasher. I guess they think the best harmonica player gets the girl. James Van Der Ensink. Kinnegard don't sponsor me, but it's actually really good. It's so convoluted and it doesn't make sense. Ugh. Which brings us on to movie number 3, 2001's Valentine. So this movie is essentially about a kid who gets rejected a lot at school.
In your dreams, loser.
Gets cruelly bullied. And framed for being a pervert.
Ew.
What school did you go to, Dickhead High?
I'd rather be boiled alive.
Most of the kids aren't nice to him. He makes out with the wrong fat girl, who's not even fat.
Stop it, get away from me.
Then he's bullied.
He attacked me.
Pervert jump buffalo.
And then he's given the PG-13 carry treatment. Fast forward years later and we're introduced to the horrors of dating.
Jason looks for an attractive young woman because he wants healthy children.
And I'm not just talking about the thought of being on a date with Katherine Heigl. This guy actually seems worse.
Because she wants to feel safe.
I mean, Jason has spinach in his teeth and talks about himself in the third person.
Oh, thanks.
Whilst Heigl does Linda Blair with her plate.
Lives. I mean... Look, this hard-to-get shit doesn't play with Jason.
Jason is a little rapey.
Says you!
Jason gets wicked burns. Then Katherine Heigl chats up a corpse.
I promise to be gentle.
Buy him a drink first. I think she's supposed to be some sort of medical student, and then she bumps into another student. And apparently if you spook anyone who studies here, they're winded like they've run up 3 flights of stairs.
Scared the shit out of me.
Sorry. Oh, wow.
Heigl gets a card.
Journey of love is an arduous trek.
That's my kind of Valentine's card.
My love grows for you as you bleed from your neck.
I actually think it's quite endearing. Then she gets stalked by someone in a mask who kind of resembles Arlene Foster if she dyed her hair blonde. It's the bloody-nosed, cherub-faced killer. And then we're shown the horrors of speed dating.
I traced it myself. She makes her own turtlenecks.
Makes her own turtlenecks? Lock that shit down. Denise Richards plays the character of Paige, who just poaches this guy off her friend Kate.
Hi there.
I'm Paige.
Brian.
But Kate doesn't seem to mind, because she's the nice one.
You had your 30 seconds.
24, you took my last 6.
And then the girls get together to pay their respects to Katherine Heigl's career.
We mourn not her loss, but ours.
David Boreanaz shows up, sexy 90s vampire.
I know that we're supposed to be taking a break and all. I just thought you needed a friend.
He gets a bit annoyed when Kate disturbs a bottle of tequila that was taking a nap under some newspaper in his passenger seat. Oh no, wait, he's a recovering alcoholic.
Jesus, Paige, it's a funeral. What?
It's like Mean Girls at a funeral.
So awful.
Then we're treated to a second Valentine's Day card.
They'll need dental records to identify you.
I think it's even more endearing than the first. The character of Dorothy exchanges some words with her teenage stepmother.
Get your hands off me, you mail-order bride from hell.
What the fuck?
You have a sex life?
Kate washes her hair in the toilet bowl. Use the cistern, you bogger. Then she finds Ed Sheeran's face in the lift door. And then we meet her neighbour Gary.
You look great, Kate.
Who is very intense.
How about a date, Kate?
And apparently written by Dr. Seuss.
You could be my mate, Kate.
There's a scene with some maggot-filled Valentine chocolates. That's an accurate reaction. It's probably the best performance in the film. Jason shows up again to be a weirdo at an art gallery.
You wanna come over?
Then there's this douchebag artist. People being exhibitionists in an exhibition. And this exhibition is trippy and wanky. And a perfect set piece for a murder. Then Jessica Fletcher shows up to shoot Cupid's arrow. Dorothy, who was the fat, not fat girl from the start.
You were plump. I was fat.
She comes clean that the poor wee bastard from the start wasn't actually a pervert, and she just put all the blame on him.
I lied. And I said he attacked me.
But then the girls continued to demean him anyway.
Jeremy Melton couldn't manage a water fountain without screwing up. I don't think he's capable of an intricate revenge plot.
They're just so unlikable. And the character of Detective Vaughn Me Too's all over Denise Richards.
Please remove your hand from my thigh.
Alright. Where would you like me to put it?
A blonde Susan Boyle tries to iron out crazy Gary's panty-sniffing habit. David Boreanaz gets a cheap Valentine's Day gift.
Oh, you got my suit cleaned.
Turn around.
It's an IOU TLC written on a laundromat ticket.
Can't get that at the mall.
Nope, because then you would have had to spend money.
Outstanding.
And then he walks away with some manic swagger. Essentially, the film is just a parade of the beigest characters, and everyone's a dick in their own special way. A lot of predatory men.
Oh, Jesus!
A lot of bitchy women.
Excuse me.
There's a scene where Paige and Brian give each other a bunch of mixed signals, and then things get kinky. Well, that's a fire hazard.
You still want me to wax it?
And Brian thinks no one could hold a candle to his penis. Ah! Louis Capaldi gets rejected for a game of pool. And then there's this amazing scene with Denise Richards in a hot tub. I don't know who edited this scene, but the continuity's a nightmare. She's supposed to be distracted by a noise coming from behind her, and when she turns back, there's a rose there. But if you look at her looking at the noise, the rose is already there. Who made this? And then it becomes a claustrophobic, electrifying drill fest. This scene is ace. Then Dorothy delivers a hilarious body dysmorphia fat girl left out speech.
I was the big fat one.
And Kate phones the river for a date. And then a plastic head shows up and tries to cash in her IOU TLC laundromat ticket. Wait, is that even hers? I'm pretty sure that's not her handwriting, and it's not even the same number on the ticket. Somebody call the props department?
Hi.
David Boreanaz switches up his acting from piece of wood to evil piece of wood.
Hello, Kate.
I mean, why are you saying hello again? You were just talking to her. There's a good bottling to the face.
Come on, Kate.
And then it turns out that the killer's not David Boreanaz? Oh, it's Dorothy Dysmorphia. So Boreanaz isn't the killer, he's just a creepy and intimidating alcoholic?
None of that matters now.
No, wait. Wait. Oh, I get it. The movie doesn't make any sense. Either that or David Boreanaz is just prone to nosebleeds when he gets an erection. What did I learn from this movie? I learned don't bully people. Just don't bully people. And I also learned that beige really is the beigest colour.
I'm gonna go take a shower.
Valentine. 2 out of 5 bloody boogers. Which brings us on to our last movie, movie number 4. 2009's My Bloody Valentine 3D. That's right, it's a reboot, remake of that Canadian slasher classic. It seems like we're bookending this episode like Rolf Harris bookended his career, with more sex with minors. Yeah, I'm sorry. So right from the start you can see that this movie was made for 3D.
The cave-in.
Can you see the 3D yet?
Tom Hanniger is responsible for the collapse.
But in this movie we're treated to the exposition and backstory flashback right at the start. Due to another worker's negligence, Harry Warden gets trapped in a fire blast in the mine, and somehow he comes out completely unscathed, but in a coma. When he wakes up from the coma, I'm pretty sure he's not happy about anything that's happened. Well, that escalated.
I think I waited too long to retire.
We have the pleasure of Tom Atkins in this movie.
Where the hell is he headed?
And if you don't know who Tom Atkins is, he's essentially the Ron Swanson of horror B-movies.
Happy fucking Valentine's Day.
He's classy, quotable, and has a fine mustache.
You had me at Meet Tornado.
So then we cut to the young cliches in this film who are already having a party at the mine.
Okay, say over the pants hand job.
Well, that's Kerr Smith. He actually was in Dawson's Creek. But then Harry Warden shows up. And he's still on a rampage.
Well, check this out.
Can you see the 3D yet? It also seems like he doesn't like light bulbs in this film either. But I think he's attracted to them.
I'm out of here.
There's 3 people there. You could kill Harry. Why are you going for this guy? You attracted to the torch? Like a T-Rex?
Turn the light off!
Faster! Faster!
Must go faster.
There's death in spades. There's some quality pickaxe to the face 3D. Tom Atkins shows up but shoots Harry just in time. Well, not to save all the people he's already killed, but to save the character of Tom, played by Jensen Ackles, who does some fine eye acting here. So Kerr Smith from Dawson's Creek is Axel, and Jensen Ackles from Supernatural is the worst actor ever. But he's also playing a character called Tom. And Jamie King is there playing Sarah. It seems we have our love triangle back, but this time without harmonicas. Anyway, we skip forward 10 years later. Axel is now married to Sarah. He's also the town sheriff and has turned into a bit of a cunt.
One intensely good-looking son of a bitch, if you ask me.
And Tom, who left town, had to come back to town. Just like in the original, except with much, much worse acting.
Then why don't they blame you? Huh?
It's like if you took the worst parts of Freddie Prinze Jr., The Rock, and Sylvester Stallone and mixed them all up but removed the buffness and charm.
Those minds have been outdated since I was a kid. But my father was just too stubborn to see it, and you know that.
Meanwhile, Axel's having an affair with a girl called Megan who works with Sarah. She also tells Axel that she's pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
And then we get the best scene of the film by a large margin. Axel's ex from the start of the film, Irene, is having some strange narcissistic sex at a motel.
I look so hot today. Oh, yes!
Complete with Valentine's factoids.
The whole thing started in Rome in like the year 500 or something.
We also meet the motel owner and her dog.
Lois! Get back here this instant!
They're fun, and there's the longest scene of gratuitous nudity that I have seen in some time.
Kind of romantic in a sick kind of a way, isn't it?
Irene finds out that the guy she's having sex with is filming her.
Fuck is that?
He's a misogynistic prick.
Irene, yeah, I make these for my own personal collection. Look, I'll pay you.
He fucks off. She gives chase completely nude and wielding a gun.
Give me the fucking tapes or I swear! I swear!
She's a badass. I want her to live.
Oh!
But then that Harry Warden one shows up. Nudity. Running. Screaming. Chasing. The motel manager sees to the problem with the lights. And Irene can't seem to get out of bed. And then the bloody heart gifts begin. This old guy seems to feel the same way about Jensen's acting ability as I do. There's this entertaining scene where this guy holds his own. And then... reversal. Everyone suspects Tom.
What did you do, Tom, huh? What did you do?
Look, just because he's murdering the dialogue doesn't mean he's murdering people.
Was Harry Warden?
Then Axel and Tom meet up for a quick chat. Then Axel mansplains his toxic masculinity.
Hey, my wife, Sarah, who lives in my house, who is mother to my son, who I share a bed with and have sex with.
That's where I put my penis! Everyone's like, oh, Harry Warden's back. But apparently Tom Atkins and the rest of the old lads vigilante killed him years ago.
I want you back at the station now. We got a dead miner to discuss.
There's some more nice 3D deaths and inventive one-liners.
Shit.
They play a game of mob, paper, pickaxe. I guess pickaxe wins. And I guess Axel won't have to worry about paying for that abortion. There's more Tom Atkins being hilarious. No, you go first, unexperienced young cop lady.
I'm retired.
There's this scene with Noah the child, who I think is probably the scariest thing about the film. We get the old lady in the washing machine again, yay! And then we're treated to some Tom Atkins jaw gore. Jaw gore. Jaw gore? It's really hard to say. And then we're back on the is it Axel?
I'm saying I think he's responsible for what's going on.
Is it Tom?
You need to get away from Tom now.
Either way, I'm rooting for Axel.
Sarah, get out of the car.
Watch out for that 3D branch. Oh, and here we go again with the falling suits. And then the triangle reunite.
Actually, I know you hate me and I don't really give a shit, but this is your wife. Stop lying to her. Shut up!
I miss the harmonicas.
Yeah, just shoot us both.
So it turns out Tom is Cray Cray.
There he is. He's right there. Shoot him. What are you doing? Shoot him. He's right there.
Which I guess we should have guessed from the eye acting. Oh no, hang on. Is he possessed by Harry Warden?
You living inside, Tom?
That would be more interesting.
Oh, I'm right here.
He still hates lights. But that's a cool effect. And then Tom gets exploded. But is somehow completely unscathed. Apparently fires in this mine don't burn people.
Can you tell me your name?
But at least it's consistent. Yada yada yada, Axel and Sarah get out. And Tom gets away to be a terrible actor in something else someday. But even with Jensen, it genuinely is a good reboot. It pays enough homage to things and plays with things enough to make it fresh. And I enjoy the hokey 3D bullshit. What did I learn from this movie? I learned that you should never trust a girl called Megan. And I also learned that even in a 3D movie, Jensen Ackles is two-dimensional. And that's My Bloody Valentine 3D. 3 out of 5 red and green glasses. And that's it. The horror of Valentines is over for another year. Thank you for watching. I've been Dan Leith. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, share, subscribe. Check out some of the other shit I've done. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay sane, and stay refreshed with some White Rabbit Session White IPA. Finn.